Hello everyone, welcome back. If you're new, my name is Chris. Tonight's video is an overview on the house of Obvious Parfums. They are a clean, ethical fragrance house based in France, and they are all about making fragrances that smell really, really good, that are good for the planet, use natural ingredients and recyclable products. So if you are interested in seeing what I have to say about the line of Obvious Parfums, we'll keep watching. So a little background information about the house of Obvious Parfums. They are located in France. They are considered a luxury perfume brand that is environmentally responsible. They try to use all natural ingredients when they can, as opposed to synthetic ingredients. As far as their bottle is concerned, I do not have a full bottle right now. I may have a full bottle in the future, but I will put a picture of what the full bottle looks like either here or here. But everything that goes into the production of the fragrance, even the packaging, has a lot of thought behind it. The bottle is completely recyclable and is made from recycled glass. The top or the lid of the bottle is made from a recycled wine cork. The box that the fragrances are in is made from recycled paper or products, and they do not have cellophane on their boxes, so they put a lot of thought into the production of the fragrances. So I have 7 fragrances that I tried out, and I will say that they, with the little discovery set, they include these cards with each fragrance that has artwork depicting or as an homage to the fragrance. For example, this one right here has a little orange flower on it, and this one was for the Une Fleur D'Oranger, or their orange flower fragrance. So I will quickly go over each of the 7 fragrances. I will say that I'm going to do the good and the bad. The bad is that the fragrance samples were in dabber bottles, and I really do not care for those. I'm going to say that it is very, very difficult. Listen, fragrance companies, if you're listening, it's so incredibly difficult to really get a full idea of how the fragrance wears when you only include a dabber bottle, because like me, I do not dab my fragrance and head out the door. I do not put my fragrance anywhere from basically my face, head or neck. I never put fragrances on my neck or décolleté, so I'm never dabbing the fragrance. I usually spray on my upper extremities, and I usually spray on my torso, and that is how I experience the fragrance. So it's very difficult to experience a fragrance in a dabber bottle, and because of that, whenever that happens, I always have to take out my own atomizers. I have to take my own atomizers and empty the dabber bottle into the atomizers. So that's very wasteful. So if you're trying to be less wasteful, do not include a sample with a dabber bottle. That's just my 2 cents. I'm fairly sure most other people agree. But anyways, so let us move on. So the first fragrance that I'm going to talk about is the one called Une Rose, and this is the cute little artwork that goes along with it. I will say that this was one of my favorite fragrances. I really enjoyed it, and here it is in the atomizer, and this is a real light, citrusy, fruity, slightly tart rose. It has rose, tangerine, grapefruit, geranium, and pink pepper. It is a very clean smelling rose. It is a very bright rose. It's sweet but not too sweet. It's balanced with these nice citrusy notes, and the pink pepper is very much in the background. I really, really enjoyed this. And if you don't have a lot of rose fragrances, or if you're only looking for rose fragrances that it's clean, this would be a good one. I just myself will not be purchasing the full bottle because I have so many rose fragrances, and I have a few rose fragrances that are somewhat similar to this one. But overall, I enjoyed this as a rose fragrance. The next one is the patchouli one, and it is called Une Patchouli. And if you follow me, you know that I love patchouli, and I really, really like patchouli. And I like patchouli in all forms. I like it when it's chocolatey. I like it when it's earthy. I like it when it's green. And this is kind of a natural, resinous, slightly sweet, and a little woody take on patchouli. It's just very, very nice. It's not super complicated. It's not going to take you on a journey. It's pretty straightforward, and smells like a beautiful patchouli fragrance. It reminds me a little bit of Chanel Coromandel, but they are very, very different. Chanel Coromandel, it's one of my favorite fragrances of all time. I adore that fragrance. They are very dissimilar, but have some similarities. And Chanel Coromandel lasts a lot longer. This one, even though it smells beautiful, longevity was a little lacking. I think I got about 2 hours on this one, but it's lovely if you're a patchouli fragrance lover. My least favorite one was the one called Un Poivre, which basically means pepper. And I smelled it in the dabber, and to be honest with you, I didn't even make an atomizer out of it. I didn't even want to spray it on myself. It was just so incredibly strong and peppery. It has all sorts of pepper in it. I think there's red pepper, there's black pepper, it has ginger, it has vetiver, and to me it leaned very masculine and just very, very heavy on the pepper. So for me personally, it was not something that I would ever buy a full bottle of. You really have to be a diehard pepper lover, I think, to purchase the full bottle. And if you are a diehard pepper lover, you're probably going to love that fragrance. So that is that one. The next one, I think it is, I have worn a lot of these down to nothing. The next one is called Une Vanille, which is their vanilla fragrance. And this was definitely one of my favorite ones. This is a very soft vanilla. It has vanilla, it has tonka bean, and a little powdery musk. It is a gorgeous fragrance. I really loved it. It's sweet, but it's not too sweet. And you can definitely detect the tonka in there. So for vanilla and tonka lovers, it's quite beautiful. I'm kind of on the fence whether or not I'm going to buy the full bottle, because as you know, or if you follow me, I have a gazillion vanilla fragrances. I had to make 2 separate videos on my vanilla fragrances. I have since added to that list. And this one, the longevity was a little bit, maybe about 2 hours. It's fairly quiet. But a lovely vanilla, a lovely clean vanilla fragrance nevertheless. The next one we have, I also enjoyed, and this one is called Une Musc. And this one is a very clean, soft, quiet musk. Yeah, I think I'm just going to spray the card here. This is very nice. This is a touch citrusy, very clean, soft, quiet musk. I really, really liked it. It's not a heavy musk. The only thing is the longevity was a teensy bit lacking, and it's fairly linear. So lovely as a musk fragrance, but I have several kind of clean citrusy musks that I really enjoy that have really good longevity. So I don't think I'm going to be buying a full bottle of this, but lovely fragrance nevertheless. And the last one I think was probably my very favorite, and it is called Une Fleur D'Oranger. Une Fleur D'Oranger. It's late at night. I can't get my throat to cooperate. But anyways, this is the orange flower take on their fragrances, and it is, I used the entire bottle. I took this on vacation with me and I sprayed it. This really smells really good. It has petitgrain in here that gives it a little bit of greenness. Petitgrain can be a little bit bitter, and sometimes petitgrain can smell a touch like tobacco, and that's what I get in this one. It is a very straightforward, clean orange flower or orange blossom with a little bit of a dryness, maybe a dry tobacco. The surprising thing about this one is very strong, and the longevity is amazing. I sprayed this when I was on vacation. I sprayed like maybe 6 times. We ended up going out somewhere where we needed to wear a mask. I think it was church, and I could smell it. It was almost choking me. It was that strong. With just 6 sprays, I smelled it the whole time. And the next day, my clothes were just reeking of the fragrance. So this is a really, really good one. I think performance of the Orange Blossom one is the best by far. The only thing is if you follow me, I have a couple Orange Blossom fragrances that I absolutely 100% adore. So I just feel like it's a tad redundant buying another Orange Blossom fragrance when I have a couple that I love. Although, boy, still thinking about this one because it smells really good. It's very strong, and it has tremendous lasting power and performance. So that was just a quick overview of the House of Avief Parfums. As I've said before, I have several other discovery sets that I will be going through. I think I'm going to do one per week. But anyways, thank you for watching. If you have any questions or if you have any comments, just drop them in the comment section below. Has anyone tried Avief Parfums? And if so, what do you think? But thank you for sticking around. Thank you for supporting me, and I will see you on the next one.